All right, so I'll go ahead and get started. I forgot the gavel if Larry's watching. I'm sorry, I forgot at your house. We are live on video. Larry's sorry he couldn't be here today. He did break his ankle.
Hi, Larry.
Wow. So he's watching on his phone right now, I believe, through the video. So, all right. Please prepare. Let's see. Do we have any new messages today? Okay. Okay. If you want to go ahead, sure, that'd be great. All right.
Good evening, everyone. How are y'all doing? Thank you for having me. I'm Commander Keith Freeman, Jackson Police Department Precinct 4, which is Northeast Jackson. Precinct 4's boundaries are Fortification North. When you go west on Fortification Street, you get to Mill Street. The train track is the boundary line. So the train goes north from there all the way to County Line Road, and everything east of that over to the Burl River. It's 22 square miles. So that's precinct 4. We have 10 beats in precinct 4. So we have a minimum of 10 officers. Generally, we have about 12 to 13. So we have 50 extra officers working at a time, along with 1 or 2 sergeants. Precinct 4 crime is at like 27.2% decrease from this time last year. We lead the city already, of course, so far in reduction in crime. So that's more than any other precinct. That equals to be over 400, about 440 crimes we were this time last year. So that's where we at. Now, let me give y'all some advice because it's already starting to take place. Cars getting broken into, as an example. People are leaving stuff out in cars in plain view when you're in the parking lot shopping or wherever you may be at a business. That's a crime of opportunity. So please be conscious of the things you leave in your car, invisible. Put it in your trunk if possible. That will save us a lot of headaches because we had a kind of a spike in auto burglaries. And that's just one of the safety tips I want to give out to you. Operation Safe Shop starts. It kind of starts Thursday, but it actually kicks off Friday. We have some extra units coming in that assist with that in the shopping areas. Officers will be handling it Thursday. We hired 2 extra officers per shift just to handle the safe shop area. Most of the stores I was looking at today are not opening on Thursday. Some may be opening up later in the afternoon, but most of them are opening up early Friday morning. So then Friday we'll start with some specialized units coming up into precinct 4 to help with Operation Safe Shop. So now, anybody have issues or concerns? Because generally when I come, I have a few problems, and I like to address those and then do whatever we can to them. Yes, sir.
We got a 4-wheeler. Actually, there's 2 of them.
lives on, what is that, Winter View? Right. Lives on Winter View, down by the corner of Winter View and Concord. The other one lives closer up to Medallion Way.
The first one, let me take them one at a time if you don't mind. The one in Winterview and Concord, what color is the four?
What color?
Do you know?
Wheelers. The real loud one. Was red.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know where this person or where this four-wheeler resides at, where they live at?
Typically lives. I can only go by the sound.
Okay.
He's it's on the north side of Winterview, probably the second house, maybe the third house. Because I'll be out in my backyard and I'll hear him crank up and the sound is coming from a southeast.
So that's on Winterview.
And that's on Winterview. And what they'll do is they'll go up Concord, all butt up Plantation, go down the day, and sometimes they'll make two loops. They've got they're only making like 2 laps now. Okay. Because we've been calling cops and they just can't get out here in time to catch it. Right.
Okay, so that's the first one. Where's the second?
The second one, I'm not 100% sure, but if I've seen it, it's on the south side of Winterview, closer to the street that connects Plantation to Winterview. I can't think of the name of that one. Plantation, not Court. It's between Medallion and Concord. Just that one little short street there. Falvey, that, yeah, I think, pretty sure it's Falvey. Yes, it's close into that corner area in there. That's where I've heard him.
Any particular color on that?
Never seen it. I hear him. And it's a
But the
different
first one's
sound.
louder than the second.
Yes.
Okay. All right, we'll try to address that.
Yeah, we all they try to catch them. They just, these guys are fast.
Yes.
The one that's down on Ballview, he will actually be riding kids. Yeah. His, and I'll come up to the stop sign at Medallion and Plantation, and he'll be coming down Medallion doing, 20, 25 miles an hour, just right on the stop sign.
With kids?
With kids sitting on the gas tank. No helmets, no nothing. Never hit them. Yeah, but never hit them.
That kind of stuff you see in the news all the time. Somebody gets hurt and killed on those.
Yeah.
And y'all know those are not legal on city streets.
Even if they have headlights on.
Right. They're not.
He's got the red one has got headlights on it. But
it doesn't matter.
But yeah,
They're
it's
not
still
legal
on street legal.
That's right. Okay, yes, sir.
I'm concerned about acting right off of acting and guys shooting pictures of, I live on acting, but on the right hand side, like going off of acting. Because a lot of kids they come through there, they shoot up in the air. I don't know if the bullet can hit anybody.
You're exactly right, but you don't know what street they're shooting on.
Well, they go up acting, I live on 1030.
Okay.
And the next stop, you make that right. And Roy live on 1038. When you get to 1038, you make a right back.
And that's heading towards Oak Canyon.
Yeah, you don't go all the way up. Just make
Yeah,
right.
but it's headed from Ridgewood.
Yeah, right.
Okay, but it's the next block.
Right.
You're talking about that first right
Yeah.
on Atkins from Ridgewood.
You get to my address is 1030.
Right.
And Roy is 1038.
Right.
So the next corner, right on home, you make a right.
Oh, yeah.
Somewhere down on that street, but
Yeah.
close to.
Kids coming in.
And y'all know this week, school's out. So
Yeah. But it can,
that's
hit
right.
anybody.
They do
Well, a
have
lot of people
that.
understand is they don't go up into orbit.
Yeah.
They go up and you've ever seen a car? I saw a car at 9mm, small 9mm, not a very big round at all, 115 grains. Hit this guy's roof. It put a dent in there that deep that long.
Yes, no, you,
I guess I'd like to bring to attention that there is someone that is riding a bike, a motorcycle bike,
Okay,
and they have no helmet,
okay.
and it's along Plantation in our neighborhood. They have no helmet, and this particular person was riding a four-wheeler in our neighborhood without a helmet.
now,
And-
could this be, maybe,
That's the same guy.
is it one of the same ones on the study, you think?
It could be,
Yeah. And do you know where they live?
no,
Is on these, all these four-wheelers, motorcycles, is there any particular time?
in the evening.
Evening.
What about the gunshot, sir?
Oh, between 12 and 1 o'clock.
In the day,
No,
at night?
sometimes in the evening time, it's 6.
But basically, all these are evening, but midnight to 1 o'clock in the morning? Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, they can talk.
those four-wheelers will run
I don't get up my house.
3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Sometimes, most of the time, it's, you know, it's coming up on rush hour, 3 to 4 o'clock, sometimes it's 5 o'clock. So say anytime between 3 and 5, they'll run. They don't do it every day either.
Right,
They just
which also makes it hard.
makes it a lot harder to catch them.
But what I can do is what we call a direct patrol. We try to have officer come by as much as possible.
Yeah.
Ideally, once an hour, it depends on the call volume.
Right.
And hopefully, and if y'all see those people, you see the gunshots, you see the guy on the motorcycle with no helmet, or they're forwards, please call 911. Please call 911. There was somebody else?
Yes, I had
Yes,
several questions.
Okay.
Mayor, I want to thank you for your service.
Yes,
I really appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
First concern, the harbor and the stop sign at Medallions in Plantation Boulevard.
Okay.
It's extremely excessive. I live at 1167, so I'm directly there. That particular area right there, the designated bus stop for children.
Medallion and,
Medallion Plantation Boulevard,
Plantation.
that's the intersection. And the cross street in Medallion.
Okay.
Is excessive. Obviously, the speed reducer is slowing down, so they can't blow it completely, like they used to just straight through going about 30. But they're doing about 20 now, straight through, non-stop. Wow. When I moved over a few years ago, when I first came on to have checkpoints at that particular intersection because it was overwhelmed. I'm not sure what warrants a checkpoint, but that decreased it, obviously. They found other routes to go.
Okay.
Instead of coming that way.
Okay.
But now it's become more excessive.
Okay.
Secondly, last month's meeting, I had an officer here,
Younger.
Brian Officer Younger, and she left. Our concern was the adjacent apartment complex next to the shell station, the Vaders that come from there.
What's that?
I'm not sure. It's right down the.
I know, it's right there, Ridge, we're close to Atkins.
So.
We're close to the fire.
Talking about the shop.
You see them,
Yeah,
whole flocks of them.
but they,
So they're not, are they hanging out on Ridgewood or are they hanging out on Atkins?
well, they're at the store items loitering at the shell. That's excessive. And she stated that she thinks a lot of them have to do with the car detail shop there also. A lot of them will walk up there. But I'm starting to see some of those same community faces, Casey Plantation Boulevard.
Okay.
Earlier in the
Are
year.
they only, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Are they on foot or are they driving? They're on foot.
But yeah, I think my biggest concern, burglary, of course, house burglary, and that my neighbor next to 91 years old. They went under there and stole his air compressor and several other things right next door to him. And that's kind of concerning because he's very, he's been staying there 40 years and never had a problem. Right. So, but that turned out to be someone in our community who lives in our community.
Well, generally, just what you said, somebody that's walking around in the neighborhood who lives close by,
Right.
they will be watching your routines.
Right.
And if you like me, I get up and go to work
Right.
every day. And also, that brings up something else. I'm glad you mentioned it. Because this time of year, you'll see these folks, They may ride, they may be on foot. They go and knock on doors. If somebody answers the door, they'll ask to rake your yard or something along that line. But if nobody answers,
They remember I spoke.
so if y'all get that, also call the police because they may be blue.
Right.
I mean, I want somebody to earn $1, they want to work. But at the same time, we have a lot of those, that's the MO they use. Go and knock on the door, nobody answers, then the next thing you hear is the back door's key. Or front door. Right. So, I'm sorry, so what was your?
No, sure,
The
sure.
vagrants, the foot traffic along Atkins,
Right.
and around the shell.
Right. I think about, I remember right, they found out about the armed carjacking. Yeah, so when you hear you, there was an armed carjacking in Kansas City.
Sure.
Right. I heard.
Can I give you an update on it?
Okay. Yeah, I'm familiar, yes, you may.
Because we, which is right close.
Yeah, where we normally do.
Where the subway is.
Every Thursday morning, won't be this Thursday morning, every Thursday morning, we have what we call the pre-com session. And we go over our felony crimes for our precinct. And the ones that we highlight are first, the crimes against persons, the armed robberies, rape, assaults, aggravated assaults, you know, those that involve crimes against persons. That one, I think that was the only one I had last week. But anyway, so when I gave my report on it, so what happened, they were able to go back. They first said on that night, she was quite upset, right? It was 2018, Victoria, Camry, that's right. I was going to say Allen, but it was Camry. They recovered that in Lawrence County, where they have the two suspects. Now, I don't know if they're going to be able to connect the two together, but it's a good chance of that. Which, that brings up something else. While we were in our meeting this past Thursday, this was the first time that they come in there. They're starting to take some of our cases in Jackson and Hines County and carry them over to federal court. And what does that mean? It's no plea bargain. It's not this reduced bail. And once they're guilty, it's a lot different from a state crime. When you get 10 years in federal prison, you get 10 years. There's no early release. So that's a good thing. These feds are coming forward with us to help us with that. As y'all know, if you would, and I really encourage you to watch the news, keep up with it. All these crimes that occur, watch and see what they get. It's really sad. But anyway, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, sure, I'm welcome to operation. That's pretty much.
Did you know they got caught?
Of course, yes, I was aware of it. I was on the alert. So,
Now, I'm hoping they'll connect the pieces, maybe the video and the other. Yes, ma'am.
I would just like to bring to attention, that seafood restaurant right there on Shell. I have seen something that to me occurred was a brick of marijuana being distributed to a car next door.
At Kim Seafood?
I'm sure that isn't happening with alcohol.
I see a car pull up and sit there and
In their
play.
parking lot?
Yeah.
In their parking
But they're
lot.
not going in and doing business?
No, they're not going in the restaurant, they stay in their vehicle. And that vehicle is stationary with one person in it.
Do you have, is it the same vehicle every time?
No.
Okay,
And then a second vehicle pulls up
right.
and they exchange money. You can see that. Wait a minute.
Did you call 911?
No, I did not. Hello, I'm the one at fault.
I'm just saying, you know.
Because I didn't know whether it was really a brick or not.
But it's just like,
something.
and
They
I'm not
passed something
pointing it
through
out,
the
right?
window.
But it's just like foot traffic on Atkins, or the person knocks on your door and says, hey, I want to rake your keys for money.
And they don't have a rate.
Well, yeah, and they have that. Yeah, and believe it or not, that's the truth, you know.
They have been up to my, I don't know, I've had half a dozen guys over the last year or so.
That's usually a good sign.
Yard and this.
All
and
that, I
Nobody's got a
would
rate.
encourage y'all to always call 911 first, and let us check it out. If it's something, maybe they from somebody else over here, because he's walking down the road, or he's up at Key and Seafood, get some seafood. I would rather go and check him out, and okay, he's legit, and sit him on the flag then.
People more than one occasion do that at the restaurant,
Okay.
and not go inside.
Okay.
All right, now
I'm gonna pass that on.
I'll tell you what.
Just
like the police
But I will say probably, I noticed it at the
If you see
Shell
a
station
card,
today. At the Shell station, when I was getting gas and I called it in.
It's same thing, drug sales.
Yeah, they were selling it next to the little Hispanic tent. And yeah, I called in, and the officers came in, it was about 3 minutes, they were quick. And I think they followed, because they were still parked by the dumpster, so they were able to make the moves on it and get that stopped.
That's good. That's what we need. Yes, ma'am. Have more information.
I have a question.
I'm gonna run out of time.
I don't want to say too much because they're my neighbors.
I understand.
I have car tags of people that are coming and going. And I did see a brick of marijuana. And I'd like to discuss that with you just before you leave.
Yeah. I tell you what I'm gonna do is, I got some business cards on, and I'll have you call them. You know, because sometimes even after this meeting, some people don't want to talk, be seen talking to me, and that's fine. So I'll leave you one of my business cards. And y'all can write down my cell phone number in case you don't get my business card, 601-291-4400.
And I will say that the Jackson Police Department did a great job apprehending someone at 1164 Plantation Boulevard, directly across the street. That guy had been selling drugs there for a long
Oh,
time.
yeah, and it's,
Man, he was.
That's not too far from us.
right, and, there's more than that.
Yeah, this time, I haven't seen him in forever, he just comes back. He was
But I think they made 2 stops over there, 2 different times.
He also took care of one, plantation, where somebody, 220,
Get him out of here. We don't want.
he'd been running, Jackson did. Beautiful animals, he did, does it all, he went back in business.
Well, that's why I told y'all, these feds coming on board make a big difference.
I would have been too, but, most feds don't count this many.
Well, you're right, and there's only certain.
Anything against,
Well, it has to be, it has to be, federal guy.
Yeah.
It has to be federal law. Like stolen gun, a felon with a gun, some of those things.
But you're supposed to pick them up.
So we're 30 minutes into the meeting now. If anybody else has any concerns, I don't want to cut
Yeah,
that.
I have concern that they stop saying, not only that, but the other one, which one? Just saying about your house. We just walking around the block, and I tell you what, maybe one car, 10 stop.
And that's if
Yeah,
they
I
That's
mean,
why I live on that corner.
roll through there, and probably if you had some kind of undercover car that wouldn't have any kind of marking on it, would probably do that.
Well, they.
Because you know, you don't have, you got, you see a long way, you might be parked down in front, you don't see it. But
I don't.
plain cars.
What street was that?
Plantation.
Plantation, Concord.
Like, boy, I
At that
mean,
intersection, there's always stop sign, and people just fly through it, they don't even stop.
Nope. I'm going to work at 7:30
I have
in
one
the
more
morning.
question. I normally have Citizens Academy, could you?
Yeah, we just had that last month, and we'll have another one coming up this spring.
Okay.
I'll make sure I get some brochures here. I really encourage y'all to go to it if you've got the time. You don't have to complete it, you don't have to do every night. I really encourage you to come and do that. you will see what we do every day, and you'll get to see what communication deals with.
Yeah.
Has anybody been to it?
Got friends that have been to it.
Yeah, please, I
Yeah,
really
when y'all
encourage.
used to do the-
I even
y'all used to
encourage.
do the ride around.
Right, and you get to ride with it. I even encourage people that like police, come ride with us, come do that. I mean, and then at the end of the day, if you still don't like it, it's okay, but at least come see from our point, so what we, that's right. I think you would be really impressed. Yes,
I have a question with the panhandles on the corner.
And Cadillac Road.
They're everywhere.
yeah,
Because I heard one Sunday I was coming off from church, and right there at Bridgewood, and Old Kent, this black man, this white lady. She out on the corner holding up her sign. Then the other week when I was, right there, Plantation and Old Kent. No, Pear Orchard and Old Kent. She's on that corner. So she's making her little.
and it's the
round.
same female, white
Oh,
female.
yeah, she's making her round like Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ridgewood,
Plantation.
One forty, Cadillac.
Caroline.
Ridgewood,
Pear Orchard.
and
Pear Orchard and Old Kent Road. And one day she was at Bridgewood and, Old Kent Road. By home.
let me make sure I got them all right.
Yeah.
Plant, Pear Orchard and County Line.
And Old Kent.
Wait a minute,
Pear Orchard and Old Kent. And Old Kent, right there at that light.
I knew Old County and Plantation. Let him intersect, that's fine. I apologize, I guess my.
Okay, so, everybody, we got Pear Orchard.
Pear Orchard and Old Kent Road.
And what's the second one?
Ridgewood Road and Old Kent, right there by home.
Yeah, I got Ridgewood, Oak Camp, Plantation, and
Then it'd be the men up there on Caroline Road.
Frontage road.
that's all the way.
Yeah.
And let me
And
tell
then, you
you,
know, they walk out in front of you, just.
oh yeah, let me, they wouldn't be there if people didn't give them money, right?
The big red one.
Do y'all know how much they make?
I know one guy, $500, $600.
They make, well, they make about $50 an hour. Cash.
Yeah, he took $500,
And most
$600.
are already on government assistance.
They interviewed,
Seriously?
the clerk ledger interviewed one of those guys one time. He just openly said makes $35,000 a year.
Yeah, you can, seriously.
Okay, so, hey guys, we need to, let's move on to the talk, we gotta get the meeting going. Any other concerns? No?
I've left some cards up here with my personal cell phone on it. You can give me and call me or text me or whatever, and we'll get whatever information you need to. Anything else?
I have it on my cell phone. I did,
Pictures and
their
videos.
license plate.
Okay, yeah, we'll definitely need that. Just get that too. And let me say this, any kind of information like that, I pass on, you know it from, this comes from me. So in fact, the plantation that's been hit, I know at least twice. And I don't know who it was in this neighborhood association, but they called me and told me about it, and I pass it on to narcotics. And they go and sit on and watch, and they get the search. So that has been very successful. It was great. Can't say it'll be successful every time, and I can also promise you this. We pick up all those panhandlers we just talked about right now. Within the next 2 hours, it'll be released. And as soon as we swim and take them to the jail, there's some more taking place in that corner because it is that lucrative.
Yep.
Let me encourage you, please do not give them any money. And let me give you an example. The head of security at St. Dominic's Hospital, a retired police, he called me about those handlers down there at Lakeland in 55. But one of their co-workers, he called me about something else, and he said, oh, by the way, one of his co-workers was coming to work and felt sorry for him, because you know their sign says they work for food. Okay, she had fixed them breakfast and handed it to him. And guess what he did? No, he didn't throw it down, he threw it on. So, they tell you 2 lies. They don't want to work and they don't want food.
Right.
And sometimes they will make you food, but the times that I've dealt with them and the rest of them, they're not eating food.
I know that's.
They'll take it and sell it to somebody.
Yeah, and, oh, and also told me, some people hand them change and they just throw it down.
Yeah.
I said, well, I'm glad you told me that. I can use some extra.
There you go, over there.
Anyway, y'all got my phone number, I'm taking a lot of y'all. I'm trying to be here every meeting. If I'm not, I will get some representative. And if y'all got the number, remind me, because I really honestly, this evening, when I was at work, my boss called me and reminded me, and it slipped my mind. But thank y'all for having me, and please, with all the information, keep getting it to me. I can't promise you I'll solve it tomorrow or next week, but we will deal with it.
And thank you.
Yes, that's my city email.
I'll send you an email to set up right now.
Good, good. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
More to do when I get back to work.
All right. Let's go ahead and recap the last meeting.
Okay, I'll keep my seat, Mr. President. I think everyone should have a copy of the minutes. Ridgewood Park Neighborhood Association minutes, October 17th, 2017. 6:40, meeting called to order by President Lawrence Reagan. Prayer, Reverend Clayton. New members, none. Recap of last meeting, motion accepted. Financial report by Larry Little, $6,880.59. Motion accepted. Ridgewood dues, $30 semi-annually, $60 annually. All business dumpsters are available. Mayor's cleanup campaign. Every second Saturday, the dumpsters will be at Smith Wills Stadium, weather permitting. Time 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. New business. Christmas party date changed to December 9th, 2017 at the hotel behind Shoney's on Caroline Road at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Dirty Santa gifts must be new and minimum of $25. Yes. Yes. That's what it is. October birthdays, Evie Raylan, she was 2. You know, it was on the second, but she's 3. Stacy Wright was on the 1st, Mordija Grizel was on the 5th. Y'all of the month, Greg Mark and Stacy Wright, 1246 Plantation Boulevard. President's Corner member discussion. Discussion of when speed bumps will be painted. Larry will inquire. Larry reported that Robert Lee stated the red lights will have a sensor at the intersections in our neighborhood. He named the neighborhoods out. This will provide better traffic flow when there are no cars on one side of the intersection. Ken Wilson inquired of the JP about the convenience store in our neighborhood displaying unwanted criminal acts or unwanted solicitations. He asked that we speak. Virginia College will have trunk retreat on October 31st at 3:30 to 6 p.m. Ridgewood Park Neighborhood Association motion to donate $50 for candy for the Jackie at 1255 Greenbrier inquired about the enlarged pothole on Greenbrier. Mordija gave encouraging remarks about being a good neighbor, invest in security cameras. Sick and shut-in and bereavement, me and Corbett had surgery. Next meeting, November 21st, 2017. Door prize, thanks, Ms. Nunn. 7:30 adjournment prayer, Reverend Clayton. Respectfully submits, Harris, Ridgewood Park Neighborhood Association.
All right, motion to accept read. Second, so I have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? And it passes. Forgot I got one. Okay, the financial report, Larry couldn't be here today because he broke his ankle, but he did give me all the information. So last month was $6,880.59. We got $30 in dues to bring the total to $6,910.59. And then $50 went to Virginia College Halloween donation, the trunk or treat candy, $41.22 2 fruit baskets, and $132.84 went to chairs and space jump for the National Night Out, which brings our total to $6,686.50. Is there a motion to accept? Okay, second. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, and that passes. And you need that number already really fast. Beautiful. All right. Let's see. So, that's fine. RPNA dues are $30 to me annually and $60 annually. If you hold on to it for now and get it to Larry when he's better, I guess. Because I don't get money. Let's see, old business. I guess for right now, the Christmas party's on December 9th. It's at the hotel behind Shoney's Highline Road from 6 to 9 p.m. The Dirty Santa gifts must be new and a minimum of $25. Everybody please come. It's a great way to have fellowship. And I'll send out emails and hopefully we'll have flyers to get some more of the neighborhood out there too. Is there any other old business that we need to discuss, guys?
I have a question about the gifts.
Yes.
What is $24.99?
Well, then put a penny and take it to the top. Take the penny.
It must be $25.
Well, it's on sale for $29, $25.99. I think that's good.
Yeah. Or, I mean, like, it's just, we're not looking for a stick of double mint gum. Like, hey, joke gift. Yeah.
But if it's a $50 something, then it's on the clearance table for $20.
And we can talk about we can talk hypotheticals all night long. I mean,
Go with your, what you do
Good
is,
thing.
Mr. President, go with your conscience. If we say it's $25, then you pay $20 for it, you know how you can make it up another $5. It's just having fun.
Yeah.
So we don't wanna go into beating people up, because you know, you can participate. But the people, if it's fun, why you have, because we wanna make it pleasant. We wanna have fun, but we want it to be
I mean,
pleasant.
most people have sit down and bring a hand.
Well, no, we against this act, so we wanna, that's why we had to put it that way. Well, they shouldn't play.
so that's just to keep everything as fair for everyone as possible. So yeah, I mean, it's not a requirement that everybody play, and so yeah. Any other new business that we need to discuss?
I have a question.
Yes.
Is anybody having problems in their old deals?
Yeah.
No, it comes every month.
What's the problem?
I'm not sure. I
They don't
called
give
about
you an
that.
answer.
They always keep the run around, and I get one several months later, and I just,
I get mad, regular clockwork.
wow.
It could be mail.
It's the mail people,
It's the mail.
because I have got my neighbors.
No, I haven't got a water bill since August.
Yeah.
You can also go online and put your account number in.
I called them and they didn't.
You can also go online and put your account number in, and he'll pull up what your bill is.
All right.
She was talking about the water bill.
Yeah.
You can leave it down there and they're just kind of,
Yeah.
I don't
You know,
know.
man was in my yard and I asked why was he in my yard, and told me it's for a new battery in my meter.
Yeah. The batteries are digital now, and that's part of the problem. Yeah, like, I don't know if they're all calibrated correctly or not, because, like, I went out and looked at mine just to see what it was. I know, like, for a fact that mine is not reading any water at all. And I called and told him, I was like, hey, like, we cannot get your refunds on your bill. Like, asking for a refund. I'm reporting you now, by the way, and you're saying to me that I'm not using any water, and I just filled up the swimming pool back there for my daughter. But you know what? You're on record. I call them once a month, and they say the same thing. Like, we can't help you. We're not going to give you a refund. I'm like, oh, we'll give you a refund either then. There you go.
So you're not getting a water bill?
Well, I get a water bill every month. It just says 0 usage.
How
much in your house?
I do mention one other thing.
Mhm.
We were called from Atmos Energy. They're replacing the meters. And I don't know if y'all have received calls.
I got a phone.
Yeah,
They replaced them, yeah, they didn't replace my meter, they just put a digital thing on it.
They were gonna start metering a while back.
Yeah, they placed out
months
grants.
ago.
They replaced their old meter, but I know mine is 25 years old.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting in the house, and I hear this, I come out there, and this guy's got this little digital box sitting on where the meter used to be.
And if you ever have a problem, you can always call like that 1-800-ATMOS or whatever the ATMOS number is and ask them if they are like, and that goes like for a lot of the scammy stuff, like if Microsoft calls and tells you, hey, your computer's messing up, if Apple calls and says your class, you say, okay, hang up on them, and then call like whatever the service number is, directly email them and say, yo, I got a call from them, my computer's messed up, or hey, I got a call from you that you're gonna change my meter. And then that way you check in with a number that you know is correct. And that's one way to make sure you're not being scammed by someone.
By the way, that is
The Microsoft thing, yeah.
Microsoft.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned it. Like,
Mine got scammed.
yeah, it's not being scammed, but, yeah. But anyways, so there's the atmosphere and the water bills, and yeah, the water is just so messed up here in town. I don't know what to say about that. Like,
I don't understand what the problem is. I ain't not got a bill yet. My bill is $80 a month.
yeah, and the mail also, like, I know I've stopped my mom in multiple times and he gave me other people's mail. Because Evie like runs up there as soon as she hears that lock go, it's the mailman. Nope, that's 3 doors down, that's 2 doors down, guy.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I just have to be home, so I stop him. No, I go run after him. Hey, stop back here. Turn it up again. Anyways, okay. Any other concerns before we get up here to read down his list? All right. Come on up.
Don't be show off.
I don't know. We are right. 1167 Plantation Boulevard. I just want to go over a couple things real brief. 1102 Plantation Boulevard home is now for sale. It's a white home with twin columns. And as I understand it, Mr. Boulevard, my next door neighbor's 91, since she moved in years ago, right after he moved. Her sons moved off her belongings out this week. He requires another for sale sign in the yard.
A big.
Right. Yeah. Right. So if you know some family, preferably someone. Right. So I'll be contacting some of the realtors that's having that.
Oh, okay.
And so just try to praying that they put somebody in there that don't rent it out.
I'm praying.
1152 Plantation Boulevard. Man.
I said, I'm praying for first responders or veterans.
Oh, yes, yes.
You didn't have to catch how much they're asking. I've already talked to a buddy of mine about it.
Actually, Saturday, I briefly spoke to her son, but he never mentioned they were going to sell it. He just said they were moving all of her belongings out. But the following day, I seen a big red for sale. I was like, wow. But I remember Mr. Boulevard, my next door neighbor, telling me that she was getting a little older and she had problems with the neighbor. Not this particular family that's there now, but the neighbors prior to the ones now. The kids playing in the yard, playing football without asking, on the grass. But that home is for sale and it's in pretty decent condition. I'm not sure what's the asking price, but preferably we would like a family to move in.
What's that address?
1102 Plantation Boulevard, it's a brick house with twin white columns with the pretty American flag. Right. Secondly, on the fire department, you can go to the fire department on Reed Road to get your pressure checked. I know a lot of people in the community have issues with blood pressure. If your monitor is not working, or you know someone monitor is not working, they'll check your blood pressure, your pulse, your heart rate free there. And in addition to that, they can come out and monitor your smoke detector. Please change your batteries in smoke detector. Obviously, this time of year, people are using fireplaces and other different methods to warm the house. We have a lot of fires occur. At night, throughout the day, when you leave home in the morning. We had a neighbor in the interview group. I think she's on the other end of Lake Trace. She came down the other day and asked for one of my contractors. Her house caught a fire when she was out of town. So, and it burned it up pretty bad. It's on the land plantation on Lake Trace community. But she said that they think it was some electric. However, it happened, this was about a week ago.
Right.
Did the,
Yeah,
fire department still give out?
that's Red Cross now. I think.
Yeah, that's Red Cross.
The fire department was stalled.
Carbon monoxide,
They
you
also,
have to still buy those.
correct, and as I understand it, Red Cross only gives out, and that's in Florida, as I understand their main office. They give out the smoke detectors. I'm not sure about carbon monoxide, those are in Walmart, about $20. But they are really neat. I experienced an episode a few years ago when the entire family was deceased, from using a generator inside the house to keep warm. So, you know, just be cognizant when you use those type of devices and at least let them wonder or something, because it's odorless and you won't know. It's just be fast, unfortunately. Moving on, let's see what else I had on here. I want to talk briefly about, the speed bumps. Mr. Larry and I spoke to Robert Miller, city engineer. I know several neighbors were complaining about not being able to see the speed bumps at night. You know, it's just black. Once you get up on it, it's too late. You hit it. And it could cause you a bumper, you know, all pain or anything, you know. But unfortunately, the striping of the speed bump was not in his budget for the speed bumps. Why? The slide that did. But the striping, putting the white marks on the speed bumps was not in the budget. Only putting the speed bumps down and the sign for the speed bumps to say that they're there. So we would have to work again with them to get someone out in a new budget, come out and stripe all of them. And I'm not sure what the time limit on that. We do have a new administration, so it could be prolonged for several months, a year. I'm not sure.
But I live in the neighborhood, you know where they are.
Right. Yeah, but you know, we have elders, and once you get up on at nighttime, you see them at all.
I didn't come,
The ones in Lake Trace, you can see the striping when you get up on.
I really see him till I got my eye surgery. So, I mean, I'd be real home, you couldn't see.
Yes, ma'am.
You have family coming in, they don't know you have speed bumps in that area. You still tell them, even though we know that they're there.
That's on you.
Can we, as our HOA, go and paint something on there, or would
I'm not
you
sure.
be liable?
By that being city property, I don't think they'll allow you to do it. That's similar to like the same issue with people getting concrete gravel of Home Depot putting potholes in the community. Even though, you know, it's definitely a thing to do, it's prohibited because it's city property.
Where is common sense today?
Well, it's been lost. We can help them find it through code.
I don't think they can.
They will pay it, but they don't.
I mean,
So-
you know, speed bumps, everything, you know.
They come back and paint the black.
Right, but we'll be working with them, the city engineer, Robert, Mr. Miller, Mr. Larry, and I. We have a Facebook page. I'm asking everyone, if you have a Facebook account, you know, please go out and like it. I'm one of the administrators on the Facebook, and on that particular page, we're about to reconstruct the entire page. It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be everything that's going on in our community, the adjacent communities in the entire city. It's going to be similar to the news feed also to keep, you know, we have anything from car burglaries to birthdays. We want to just, social media is the way of life now. It transcends that, and that's a way for us to contact and stay engaged with our community and what's going on in the parameters of it. And my last thing I'm talking about, the robbery happened at Kim Foods. I was on call that day and I heard it come in. It was about 11 o'clock midnight. But it came in about 11, but it happened actually about 10. This was actually a family member of the owners of the company. These young men were waiting on the side of the building. They waited and they watched. And this is why I always speak in meetings, and I'm so precise, but I make sure you all understand. As Commander Freeman said, call the police if you see somebody. If they look familiar, if they don't. If you have an inclination that something's wrong, call them. Because if someone called, I'm sure someone's seen them standing on the side of the building. They waited for 30 minutes until they came outside and they watched him. That lady got in the car and they put their guns to her head and took the car. She only had that car for one day. She just bought that car one day prior to that 2018 Toyota Camry. They robbed the lady. Now, the car can be replaced, but her mental capacity, her life cannot. But you have to think about it because now that's going to follow her forever. It's going to be, you know, it's terrorism basically, you know, because now she don't feel free, and, you know, in the parameters with her family, just coming out, you know, business owners, and she got robbed for her vehicle and all her belongings. They traced the car to Columbus in Lawrence County where they were flying on a high-speed chase. Took the car, totaled it away, just totaled the car out. Right? But this is what's going on. Right after that, there was a shooting somewhere. I think it occurred on the end of Pearl Orchard, but it ended up right in front of my house. Unfortunately, the knucklehead was running with eyes closed on, and ended up in my yard right after that. But law enforcement officers were there, a ton of them. But something happened on the other end, and I think he was shot or stabbed or something. He had been assaulted. But, you know, I spoke to them briefly and they wouldn't elaborate because it was a closed case. But this is just, you know, just to let you all know, this is going on in our community. And it's very important that these officials on notice that they have to act on this. And I'm glad that Commander Freeman was here because, you know, prior to that, I was kind of discouraged because we didn't have a lot of involvement from the police department. They are sworn to protect. And we really need them. We really got to stay informed. We really got to stay visual. In addition to that, I was at another neighborhood meeting speaking with some individuals from South Jackson and some individuals there from Clinton. And the new tactic that they're using now is to bump your car. Now, unfortunately, they're particularly targeting women. They are watching women. They look at y'all as an easy target. They're bumping your vehicle, not a hard bump. Just a bump, just enough for you to get out. And then they did this last week on Spring Ridge Road. They bumped the lady. And they found another lady, I can't remember what county, but they did her the same way. They robbed her, 2 cars, cornered her in, and did. So they're particularly targeting her. Now she had a firearm in which she discharged to them, but they also ended up shooting back at her and taking the car anyway.
Well, I wouldn't say firearm, I'd say a baseball bat.
Yeah, you can't swing a baseball bat in the car.
They can shoot you just
Right,
as
yeah.
quick.
Yeah, but you know, I don't want to.
That's
Here or
just
there,
me.
you know, exercise a second in my every desire. But just be vigilant. It's the holidays. They're watching their faith communities. And if you all have any concerns, please exercise the rights by calling the police. Regardless who they are, how they look. They don't trust your community. Don't look out of place. All of them check them out. If they're just a family and busy, fine. But I'd rather that than it be someone kicking in your door because they're watching. Leave a light on or something because they're watching. They are really casing, see who's out of town this week. And I go into your house while you're
And
in.
it's not only Thanksgiving, it's
Right.
Christmas.
Yeah. In our house, everything. Yes, sir. Please.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I did private and corporate security for about 10 years. One of the easiest things to do, if you're sitting at a red light, look around. Look in your mirrors, in the side mirror, see what's going on. Look in the rear view mirror, look in the side mirror. Look at the cars beside you, see who's there, see who's doing what. And nothing scares a would-be carjacker any more than this.
Right.
Whether you pull a weapon or not, it looks like you have reached down and pulled up a weapon 99 out of 100 times. They're gonna look for another car because they're pretty sure you got a weapon.
I want you to also add,
Or they're usually they're gonna lay, they don't want any.
thank Larry for my fruit basket. I was under the weather. I had so,
We got who brings it every.
thank you, Mom. Thank you.
Do we have any November birthdays?
November 30th.
Any others? All right.
Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear members. Happy birthday to you, happy more.
Okay. President's discussion, I think we've discussed quite a bit today, and I think we're good. Citizens, phone. Let's see. Like Ken said, we have Ken was sick. Lily Page has the flu. Larry Little broke his ankle. That's why he's not here today. And Pearlie Cox lost her daughter. The funeral was last Saturday.
What Pearlie Cox?
Our Pearlie.
Which one? We got two.
Oh, there's two.
You're gonna have
There's
to
one
call
on
Larry and ask
Plantation
him
and one on
because
Fern.
I'm sorry, I don't like. I know exactly what I wrote down. So, and we talked about the Christmas party. Yeah, the December 9th of 2017. Oh, and right, I forgot to mention, we're like doing a red theme, so red or someone will pinch you. Wait, that's it. No. All right, never mind. Let's skip that. Let's skip that. All right, let's see. The next meeting is January 16th with the Christmas party. Yep, and then, all right, so, yes.
You skipped one. Door prize.
No, we don't have it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. God put it on my heart for me to be here. I was late, but I got door prizes.
I didn't know, so I was.
It's funny to me. I just sat here and looked. I was looking for Larry, and it's like, I'm just saying, God put it on my heart to just make this happen. So I got door prizes.
You want to select them? All right.
Go ahead and pick.
How many you got?
You wouldn't believe it. Everybody probably walk out here with something. I think I got 13. That's what I'm talking about.
President.
All right. Y'all can just call a number. What's your number?
8.
Who made that?
Can you read the one?
Probably mine. Number 8. That's mine. I knew it couldn't be mine. I'm a board man.
Oh, okay.
Heard us there late.
Go ahead, Dixon.
10.
Read out the names.
Charles Leslie.
This is number 10.
Yeah, you look.
So what do we count?
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Let's go.
And
What you got?
Thank you so much.
there you go.
These are always records. I can't read those. Somebody got a lot of right than I'm used to.
That's me.
Okay, that's what
I know you love.
Okay.
J-Man.
Now, I'll tell you something about this. This is not just a very unique candle. It's a very unique candle. This is an absorbent tile coaster. It has a wooden wick, so when you start crackles, it crackles like a fire.
It sure does.
And you don't get a full burn. It's not a cheap candle.
No, that's mine.
Philip, my boy.
What's it, two more?
I got, three more, four more, three more.
Arthur Jones.
Next up.
Forward.
No, it's too heavy.
Okay,
Never.
Wow. Thank you, sweetie.
You're very welcome.
Okay.
Got one more.
One more.
Something's evident. Turn around, David.
He can't read half of them, that's the
Yeah.
problem. He's like.
I was actually going.
What number?
What number?
What number?
Six.
6. Who is it?
Ben Ford.
Ben Corbett, right here.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Hold on a second.
All in favor? All opposed? All right. Bradford, will you give us-
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah.
Closing prayer?
Holiday.
Lord, we thank you for the meeting tonight and coming together and hoping everyone have a blessed Thanksgiving in Jesus' name.
Hey.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving out there.
All right.
And we still got some more business cards. I like to call it.
Nice watch.
Yeah.
Watch.
I don't have what, sweetie? I can't.